gaslighting is it's a methodology, it's a special form of manipulation, and we're singling it out because not only does it happen so much, but it can be difficult to tell when it's happening to you, especially if
it makes you question yourself.
Yes, especially when you are having a conversation with somebody who knows you incredibly well. Because when they know you well, they know your buttons a lot better. And so it's easier to gaslight you. But essentially, gaslighting is a means of trying to get you to question, as the person who's trying to have the conversation, your own intentions, your thoughts, your feelings, trying to make you question your own reality.
Yes.
As a means of trying to get you to stop having this difficult conversation or to take the blame off of the other person. And it can be incredibly frustrating when you see it happen. And it's abusive because it teaches a person to question their own reality. And this is why a lot of times in circumstances with abusive relationships, you will see that people have used gaslighting on someone for so long that the person doesn't even speak up anymore. The person who's being abused won't even say anything because they're automatically assuming they're wrong. But let's talk about some of the psychological effects that being gaslighted can have on you.
I can speak to that.
You've been gaslighted before.
I've been gaslighted a lot. And
not by me.
No.
I will say that.
I've been manipulated by you, but
yes,
not gaslighted.
For positive purposes. Let us remember this.
That is a very difficult thing to figure out. But that's another episode.
We can talk about that next week because I think we're talking about like how to have difficult conversations next week. So we can talk about positive manipulation techniques.
Gaslighting for me.
And I'm telling people manipulation tools that they may not use them for positive things.
They may not.
I was talking to Stacy about this before, that when you've been gaslighted a lot in your life or dissociated a lot in your life, and then both put together, you kind of lose your sense of identity. You don't have an identity. Your identity has taken on so many different forms for so many different reasons. And gaslighting being one of them, it makes you, like he said, it's to make you question your reality, question your perspective, question right or wrong, question true or false, all of those things. And so when you don't trust yourself to that level that you don't even know what right and wrong is, or true or false, or reality, like I've said before on here, Matt, when we first got together, had to be that kind of center and grounding spot for me to be like, okay, am I being out of control right now? Am I being ridiculous? Is my anxiety uncalled for? Because I really did not know. And it wasn't just that though. I was telling Stacey the other day, it's like, what is really my favorite color? What really kind of foods do I like? Because when you've been gaslighted before, it gets to that point. And like I said, mine has a lot of dissociation gone into it. But
do we even need to talk about how purple isn't a color?
No, because that is my favorite color, Kendra. But like it's almost like you have to figure out who you are on your own after you've gotten out of that, because you have no clue, because your sense of reality has been totally warped and totally messed with.
Yes. And so the people that are typically prone to this are people that are people pleasers. People that have grown up in situations or families where they were either having to be a protector a lot, or they had to be somebody that kept people happy as a way of keeping peace, or trying to at least keep other people protected. And so when that happens and you are either naturally a people pleaser or have learned it behaviorally as a means of coping, then when somebody tells you that the way you see reality is not right, your natural instinct is to want to please that person, because that's how you've grown up. So you may not believe it. You may not even see it. Like the first couple of times, you may be like, oh, that's not right. Why are they doing that? Why are they telling me that? But then the person repetitively enough tells you that, and especially in high emotion situations where people who are conflict adverse want to bring down the emotions, you'll just start agreeing to it. Well, I guess you're right, or I guess I am the one causing this, or
just to get it to stop.
Just to get it to stop. But when you do that enough and you compromise that view of reality over a period of time, it starts to become settled into your mind that you don't know your own thoughts